Good evening. No, hi. So I'm going to do my Project Pan update, and I actually filmed this video before, I think about 2 weeks ago. And at the time, we were going through some stuff with one of our cats, and I didn't want to put up that video because it made me sad to watch it, and I don't want to necessarily share that with you guys because as much as YouTube is reality, I really like it to be a happier place. So I decided to re-record this. So we're going to pretend that we're just going to use our imaginations today. So I have marks. You will see that they are not accurate because I have used these products since then. But you know, do your best to suspend your disbelief, and we'll just go from there. And that's what we're gonna do because it's my channel, and I can do what I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this is my update for my 6-product rolling project pan. It has been mostly skincare. I am incorporating like kind of 1 or 2 makeup things, and I'm going to potentially incorporate another one because I'm actually running out of like excess skincare in my routine. So we'll talk about what I'm doing, how much progress I'm making, and then one of the products that I had actually put in, I'm going to take out because I'm not using it at all. So something that I'm making a lot of progress on is the Cosrx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Whew. So I was here last check-in. I'm now here, technically here. So this is a really nice hydrating product. It's just like a light slime that you slap on your face. It helps add water to your skin, and then you can seal it in with something nice and emollient. I'm almost done with it. I liked it. It feels better for me in the summer than it does in the winter. So I will probably not immediately repurchase this. And if you watch my ColourPop video, which I'll try to link in one of these corners, you'll see that I have a skin milk that I'm going to replace this with. So we've got a product already in mind to keep up with. The thing that I mix with this in the morning and the evenings is the Ordinary's 100% plant-derived hemisqualane. This is a really nice kind of oily layer. So I've got moisture, and then I've got, or hydration and then moisture. So I've got water and then something to help seal it in with. Last check-in I was here. Now I'm here, but technically like here. It's amazing what 2 weeks will do. We do actually have a break in the cold, which I'm really excited about because the last 2 weeks have been freezing and there has been snow and ice and I want it gone. Nothing dramatic because I live in the Midwest, so we have winter every year and we're prepared for it, but kind of unpleasant and gloomy nonetheless. The other Ordinary product that we've talked a lot about is part of their hair care line. This is the multi-peptide serum for hair density. Was here, now here, technically here. I am not going to be replacing this. We've talked about this a lot. It does make my hair look slightly fluffier when I use it, but I feel like it's ultimately not doing anything in the long run, and it's not worth having to like apply it because I have to wash my hair after I apply it. I'm not a fan. I won't recommend it. The other Ordinary product is the lactic acid 10% plus HA. Was there, now there. Clearly I have, I think, used this once since the last time I checked in. This is the product that I am going to get rid of. It's not that it doesn't work. When I use it, it does help exfoliate and moisturize my skin, but I just never think to use it, and especially in winter, all of my thought is like, oh my gosh, it must hydrate, 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 and I'm sure that doing like a lactic acid step would actually help, but I never think about doing it. So we're gonna put this on the back burner until it's warm outside, and we'll talk about what I'm going to replace it with next. Well, after I get done with my products. So next is the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. Ooh, look at all that baked pan. It's beautiful. Man, it's really reflective. Getting really close, there's like no like elevation left. So I'm basically just wearing away at the layer that's on top of the baked grid. And then we're going to call it done. I really like this. I do have the ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer that I'm going to give a go after this. But for ease of application, I like a good powder foundation. It's just so easy to go on like with a big fluffy brush and like buff it on. And in the morning, I can't beat it. I really, the thing that has bothered me about fuller coverage foundations is that I am a very lazy person. And so the idea of having to apply something and then blend it in with a lot of effort, and it does take a lot of effort, and then if it does like anything like settle into lines and stuff, then I hate it. Or if it like rubs off on part of my face, and I feel like a powder wears off, like if I'm wearing a mask or blowing my nose or like something's rubbing on my face, it wears off very subtly and it's easy to reapply. And all I'm really looking for foundation to do is kind of take the red out and take the shine off. So I am enjoying this. I don't know why it sat in my makeup bag for so long. I think it was because I was on the quest for like a better foundation, but really this is what I want. I don't really want anything else. So instead of, oh wait, one more product. You're just gonna have to use your imagination for real. So this is my last lip balm. I was there, I have since used it up and started a new one. So now I'm working on the Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear Moisturizing Lip Balm. This is a really similar texture to the Mango lip balm that I had before. So it does have a lot of like kind of oil feel to it as opposed to the last balm that I had, which had a more waxy feel. But I'm still enjoying it. I like the coconut and pear. It's a weird combination, but I like it. So I think that this will go relatively easy, and what I've realized is I use less than 4 lip balms a year. So I really shouldn't collect them because it takes me a long time to get through them. So life lesson learned. And I'm not buying any new ones until I get rid of some of the ones that I still have in my bag of lip products. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm going to replace this lactic acid in. So I've got 3 choices, and I will put them down below in the description box, and I think I'll make a post on Instagram to get suggestions. So they're completely different. One is a product that I originally had in the summer, and then I retired it in the winter, but I've started using it again to feel a little bit more alive. And that is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. So, whoa, yikes. There you go. It's a real fine, slightly luminescent, very, very light bronzy color for me. It does, I just seriously just like kind of slather it on here and then like a little bit like along the top of my forehead and sometimes on my nose and on my chin. It's just enough to give my face a little bit of dimensionality without doing like serious contouring, and it makes me look slightly less deathly pale in the winter. So that's A. B is an Anastasia Beverly Hills vintage lip gloss in the color Vintage. It's what I'm wearing now. It looks like this. It's impossible to see how much is in here. I've tried to like scrape it down and like warm it up, and I feel like at some point I've got to be hitting the, but it's really pigmented for a gloss. Like really, really pigmented. Very comfortable. And this is actually like my work lip gloss, if there is such a thing. and there is for me. And what that is a lip gloss that I keep at my desk at work for video calls. Again, when I want to feel slightly less monotone. And I know I don't have to wear anything on my face at all at work because it's my face. But sometimes, and I was telling a coworker this, sometimes like people will do things to feel more confident or more professional. And to me, having a lip gloss that has a little bit of color does make me feel just like 50% better when I'm facing a client on video calls, which I really hope, small rant ahead, I really hope that if we can move kind of beyond like lockdowns and like stay-at-home orders, that we can wean ourselves off of video calls. Because never in my life have I had so many calls with people that have required video. And believe it or not, I'm an introvert. Like, I really love my quiet time. I'm not like one that necessarily engages in a lot of conversations without them having a point. Like, I am talking to myself right now, even though I'm technically talking to people on the internet. But it seems like in the past year, the number of hours that I spend on a week on conference calls has increased significantly. And I would really like it if we could go back to like half-hour phone calls instead of hour-long video calls. So that's my rant, but it makes me feel a little bit better. So I'm using it anyways. It's really just a question of whether I put it into my project. Here is the wild card. And it is kind of wild. So this is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This was from the My Little Pony collection, which I loved all of them. I got the set of the Super Shock Shadows, and this is in Goodish. And it looks like that. So it's this pink, kind of gold reflect. It's really beautiful. It is drying out as these shadows do. So I'm going to try and swatch it on my hand a little bit. Well, you can see it there. What it does is, on my eyelids, and I'm not going to put it on because I actually have eyeshadow on today. Talk about that in a sec. It actually gives a really nice sparkle. I can mix it in with a little bit of Duraline, either use it as a liner on top of a liner, if that's the look that I'm going for, or just kind of like pat it on my whole lid. And it just gives a little bit of pink and a little bit of sparkle. So it's pretty subtle. If it like falls out during the day, I can just kind of like wipe it away with like a damp paper towel or something. But it's really just nice, like a nice little, I don't know, uplifty color. But this is the one that I've decided I would try and pan. So those are the three choices. We got bronzer, lip gloss, or eyeshadow. They're all different. So, you know, I'm looking to you guys to help inform me. I would be happy with any of them. But please, pick your favorite. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was I really liked my eyeshadow today. I have this kind of mustardy shirt and my gray cardigan, so I'm very like toned down, Pantone colors of the year. And this morning I had enough energy to put on eyeshadow. Let's see if I can see. Nuke. It all kind of disappears behind my glasses and hooded eyes, but I actually really like this. It's subtle, but it's kind of fun. It is Night Eyes from the Menagerie Feral palette. I really love this palette. Fun fact for people who are looking at Menagerie Cosmetics, when they sneak peek cover art, typically the colors are reflective of the colors in the palette. So all of the colors in the cover art are found in the palette, or most of them. Sometimes they're not exact, but I really like this palette. It's got a good mix of some more warm colors. I know I'm not going to use this tealy green color very often, but I will use like the rest of these. And this yellow was kind of a surprise because I don't typically think of myself as a yellow person. Pale yellows look really terrible on me. The other color that I'm using, and I don't even have a name for it because I depotted it, was this little Viseart gold foil color. I put that on the inside of my eye. And that was either from the Petite Pro or the Petite Pro 2. What I did was I had both of them, and so I consolidated all of the metals together in one palette and then all of the mattes together in another palette. And it's pretty easy because they just kind of, they're magnetic and they just kind of pop out. So, although inevitably I always stick my finger in them. But I do love these little palettes. They're super easy to travel with. But just bragging on myself for a minute because I took some time to do something special for myself. So, we are coming up on this channel's 1-year anniversary. And we are now at 10 subscribers, which I am actually super like amazed by because I kind of thought that this would just be something that my sister watched. So what I thought I would do was to do a little bit of a giveaway, and I'll go over that once I figure out how to do it. But I have a small company that makes cold processed soaps out of olive oil. So I thought I could give away some soaps, and we'll figure out how to enter. It'll probably be like, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, leave a comment. We'll see. And the odds are probably pretty good that you'll win because only so many people watch my videos. So that will be exciting. I do have to look at the rules and figure out how to do this in a way that is fair to everyone, because I don't want anyone feeling cheated. But I'm really excited. This is something that I figured I would do like once or twice just for fun and not keep up with it. And I haven't necessarily been the most prolific of YouTubers, but it has become something that is a really nice like outlet for me. And especially since in-person like girl time has really been kind of cut back in the past year, it's really nice to be able to talk about silly stuff like makeup and skincare, even if it's with virtual people. So I hope everyone's doing well. I'll be back with an empties and declutter video probably in not too long. And let's see if I actually get this video uploaded tonight or if I wait another 2 weeks and then, no, I'll do it tonight. I need to do it tonight. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Keep panning on. Bye.